for joining. So let's start. So if it's convenient, please do keep your videos on. So just to remind as to why we have these sessions, it is to come together and discuss and especially challenge each other to keep growing our business 10x by sharing ideas, by giving strategies for growth. And of course, we speak mainly with a focus on businesses that are in pathfinder stage of business. That is someone who's already started and they've come to a stage where they're looking for a path for growth. They have already taken off, or they have set basic systems. They have an idea. They have already operated for some time, and now they're looking at how to take my business to the next level and how to keep growing. So my name is Thomas. I run a software company called Rejola IT Services. We make softwares, mobile apps, and websites. We have a community, and you can find it on bacommunity.me, where you can register and you can also search for other members who are there. We also have a tool which you can find on bgsm.rejola.com, where you can set goals. You can track your goals. It's like a coaching tool which is just available for free for all our BGSM members. We have a WhatsApp group where you can post about your business, ask for referrals, get connection, do networking. And today's topic is create super sales team. A little background about this topic. I have been a sales guy for 20 plus years now. Um, I've been good at sales. I've done well wherever I was. But one of the challenges that I've always had is to create a high performing sales team, someone and to help them. That's a challenge that I've always had. And so I decided purposefully to take up this topic because it's a difficult topic for me, to be honest. Though I'm a sales guy, to create a sales team and a high performing sales team, it's a difficult topic for me. So I was really looking forward to this topic because I'm highly excited and anticipating to hear a lot of inputs from you. Okay, so we all understand that sales is the backbone of business and business growth, and probably that is the toughest team to build when compared to all teams, because I have built different teams in my career, and the toughest team that I had to build was a sales team. And I've just put together the characteristics of a salesperson. Okay, how is a salesperson made? Relentless drive and self-motivation, strong communication skills, emotional intelligence, confidence and resilience, problem-solving ability, high level of discipline and work ethic, competitive spirit, adaptability and learning mindset, persuasive storytelling, relationship building skills. I mean, these skills, to find all of them in one individual, and that individual being motivated to do sales, we ourselves can imagine how the chances of finding the right person keeps going down. Okay, so now coming to the different points of how I feel we can create a super sales team. Again, some of this knowledge is book knowledge, to be honest, because as I said, I have struggled myself to create a outstanding sales team. So I'll share a few of the ideas that I have, and I'm really looking forward to hear from all of you. So the first one, which is most important to build a super sales team, is to define clear goals and roles. So one of the mistakes that I have made, I think most of the talk is going to be on the mistakes that I have made, is that have a salesperson, but not have clear goals and roles for that person. So we have to establish specific measurable sales targets right from day one, or I would say even before getting the person on board. Clarify each team member's responsibility, example, lead generation, closing, account management, everything. One of the mistakes that I made was I had a sales team, but I instead of looking at the lead generation part, I was more focusing on the conversion part and closing part, and it affected us over a period of time. Like in about a year's time, what we saw is that the top of the funnel was reducing. So that's a mistake that I had made. Second is hire the right people. So we saw the characteristics of a high-performing salesperson and how tough it is to find all of that in one person. But uh, the key for success of a sales team or a salesperson is to actually look as much as possible, as many people as possible, and try to find that one person who fits best, rather than hurrying into the recruiting anyone and whoever you come across. So look for a mix of skills, strong communication, problem solving, self-motivated individuals, prioritize attitude and adaptability along experience. So very, very important to find someone who has very, very good set of skills required for sales. If we just try to take somebody and think that we can change their attitude, change their character, and then make them a great salesperson, I have not seen it working in the last 20 years that I've been in sales. Provide training. Okay, so sometimes we assume that the person who's come in might be able to do because they are great in sales. No, I have seen that also failing multiple times. We have to keep equipping them product knowledge, sales techniques, customer psychology. That is something that a salesperson has to be given on a regular basis, include ongoing training to keep skills sharp and up to date. Next is create a winning culture. Now, this is very, very important because one thing that a salesperson has a lot in them is a competitive spirit, wanting to achieve more. So whenever there is any success that is happening, our responsibility is to ensure that we encourage them, we appreciate them, we reward them, and it is made known to everyone in the organization what they are performing, how they have done, whether they have reached the goals and all. So that's very, very critical because a salesperson's emotions has to be motivated. They have to feel elated in the organization. They should really feel that high performance and high recognition kind of a system where they really look forward to that kind of an appreciation. So that appreciation, celebrating their wins is very, very important. Next is set up a strong incentive system. Now this is again another personal mistake that I made, where the moment you have a salesperson and if they get comfortable with their fixed pay, then there is no way that they are going to outperform. So the remuneration structure that gets created for a sales team should be developed in such a way that only if they perform, they really get a good remuneration. And if they really perform well, they should get outstanding, remuneration or outstanding salary. Now that structure of paying them, there should be a fixed, there should be a variable, but also in such a way that there should not be a ceiling of how much they should make. And they should be so motivated with that structure that gets created that it should incentivize them so much for good results. At the same time, it should be a pain for them if they are not performing. Because I have had team members who got comfortable with a fixed pay, and then it will really put immense pressure on the organization. So having a very strong incentive structure is very, very important. If this one aspect is not taken care, we may see success for a short term, but in the long run, it will never work. And monitor and optimize performance. Another very critical thing in sales is to continuously keep monitoring, just like you have Google Analytics for your digital marketing to keep monitoring what happens on a page. The same way in hardcore sales team, maybe field sales or office sales, tracking the metrics like conversion rates, average deal sizes, and providing regular feedback and coaching, or maybe even having a dashboard, a real-time dashboard, a scorecard, which shows exactly where they are, what they are doing, is very, very critical to ensure that the sales team is continuously performing. So those are few of the points that I could share. Again, this is a very tough topic for me because I've been a sales guy, but not a sales leader. I've not really built a very successful sales team. So I thought I'll share some ideas. And now I'm looking forward to each one of you in sharing some ideas on how we can build great or high-performing sales teams. Over to you.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
in
sir.
my experience of building sales team, it's all about the traits, not the skills. So,
Okay.
basically, you have to train for sales. Actually, nobody knows how to sell. Nobody is
Okay.
taught in a linear manner how to sell. So, if you are looking for a sales genius, you are not going to find it.
Okay.
So, the thing HR people or business owners miss, in my opinion, of coaching so many businesses, that they actually are looking to fix a position where they don't want to interfere in sales. So they think that I can go to plug and play a sales superstar or sales genius. He will take care of the sales. I don't have to worry about the revenue part of the business. That's the biggest mistake they are doing actually, because nobody knows sales. Even a very good salesperson in one company and one industry
Yeah.
might not be the best match for the industry that you are actually employed in. So
I
it's very difficult for it. And even the same industry, company and company may differ, the way they function differ. So it is very difficult for you to plug and play in skill area. The only thing is you have to actually look for traits. So there is a wonderful book called Sales Acceleration Formula. That is
Oh,
one book, and there is another book called Sales Management That Works.
okay. One
So
second.
first of
I'll
all,
just
you
make
have
a
to
note
understand,
to that. Yeah.
yeah, Sales Acceleration Formula,
Okay. And the other
and the
one?
next book is called Sales Management That Works.
Okay. Okay.
So the first book talks about the process of hiring a good salesperson and how to train them, and the second
Okay.
book talks about how to manage their sales performance and how to incentivize them, how to set appropriate
Okay.
behaviors for punishment and rewards.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to understand that what is your main income source. So is it recurring payment or it is a one-time payment? So if you are having a recurring payment, then you have to hire salespersons whose traits are similar to farmers, who are
Yeah.
actually good in building relationships, nurturing relationships. And if you are actually going for new customers aggressively and making money from new customers, that is your predominant revenue force. You have to go for hunters.
Yeah.
So these two people have done totally two different traits. The hunters have totally different traits from farmers. So
Okay.
most of the
Okay.
business people do this wrong thing of hiring a farmer to do a hunting job and hunters to do a farmer's job. So you have to
Okay.
very, as you rightly pointed out, you have to be very, very clear in what is my goal, what is my revenue source, and what is the way in getting the revenue. So it is recurring income or a first time income or getting frequent income from the strangers. And then
Okay.
you have to look for traits. The basic traits are actually, does he prepare? Does he have this idea of preparing himself?
Okay.
And has he excelled in any other area? It might be academics, it might be sports. There should be some kind of winning element in it actually. So you can,
Okay.
these are traits, these are not skills. Winning something is actually a trait, not a skill, right?
Correct.
So basically, when you are actually looking on these areas, what are the major areas of traits I can look? You can think I'm just searching for I have a list of traits which I used to coach my people. So just looking for it. Bear with me.
Oh, no
And
problem. Please take your time. Yeah. I think it'll be quite helpful. Yeah.
yeah. So so basically, preparing oneself and excelling in something and having a curiosity. Is he coachable? These are the things you have to look actually. So curiosity, coachability, excelling in some kind of it hasn't to be in academics. It could be excelling in sports or in some kind of extracurricular, some kind of winning element, winning habit should be there in him. So the essence of winning should be in him. And the fourth is preparation. So you should be so you can easily test in interview how prepared he came for the interview itself. Will give you the answer whether he is giving more focus on preparation or not. So my two senses: look for traits, don't look for skills. Skills you have to build it because you might be choosing a hunter or you might be choosing a farmer based on your business revenue system. So you have
Okay.
to choose this appropriate. These four things are common in both things, and then you have to go for different traits for hunters and
Okay.
farmers. I can actually list those two different traits in our WhatsApp group. I'll put it down.
Yeah, that will be
In the
great. That will
notes.
be helpful. I have a
Yeah.
question, Suresh sir. That is, for our company, we are into custom software development. Should it be
Yeah.
a hunter or a farmer?
So you should definitely have hunters. Farmers should be done by your management team or the technical service team or the service team actually.
Okay,
So the
excellent.
after delivery service should be your farmers. You should go for hunters.
Hunters
What I
only.
see in
Okay.
most technological companies, they lack pipeline. They don't have a pipeline. They don't have
Okay.
future prospects linked. That's the main problem I see when it comes to. I'm coaching around 3 tech companies right now
Oh, very
on
good.
3 different zones. One is Coimbatore, one is in Chennai, one is in Hosur. But all of
Okay.
them are having the same problem. The
No
sales,
pipeline.
no
Okay.
pipeline because they don't consider sales as an active element in the
Yeah,
business. They
correct.
all tech entrepreneurs are looking to find a sales associate. They say, I'll give you a percentage. Sell me, I'll give you a percentage. They're not
Absolutely.
taking sales seriously at all. Tech
Absolutely.
entrepreneurs are not taking sales seriously at all.
And probably that's why it's a difficult topic for me also, to be very honest, I'm being very vulnerable here. It's a very difficult topic for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a sales guy for 20 plus years, but the moment it comes to developing a sales team, I have tried multiple times. I've not seen great results. So I'm like trying to coach myself in these sessions, and I'm so happy you brought out very good. And both these books, by the way, I just now saw they're available in Audible. So,
Super.
yeah, so I've already added them to my library. So that's going to be my next set of
Yeah,
books.
this sales acceleration formula tells that you need to have a hiring system, then you need to have a training system.
Excellent.
So the book explains how to set up these two systems. Either if you are good at hiring, you don't need training because you are choosing the right people. If you are not hiring right people, if you have a good training system, then you can hire anybody and train. So either way, it is going to be useful for you to set up those two systems in your company. So that book explains how to go about it. It explains the traits, how to train, how to engage with the existing salesperson, how to guide them, how to mentor them. The book walks through. It's a wonderful book. Sales action formula.
Super.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. Anyone else has any points to share, or even you would like to ask any questions? How to create super sales team? Yeah, we have Kunika who has joined. I think this is the second or third time, Kunika, I'm seeing you. Thank you for joining. Kunika is my MBA classmate. Thank you very much. Anyone would like to share anything, any additional points on how to build a great sales team? Okay, so I know it's a difficult topic for all of us. I'm really happy that we have Suresh sir who is able to give us very specific information, and I have decided that in the coming weeks I'm going to use only sales topics because it's a tough topic for me, and I really want to dive myself into it because as you said rightly, Suresh sir, one of the ways to grow is to have a good sales team. And tech companies, we struggle without that, especially the growing ones, the pathfinder stage ones. So I'm going to push myself into it, and I really hope that you will come for all the sessions. And if you would like to take a session, please let me know. You've already taken a couple of great sessions in the past. I still remember them, and if you would like to take some sessions, it would be great. Um,
Sure, sir. My
Thank you.
traveling is hectic, so let me settle down for an rest, and then
Sure.
definitely on the month of May, I'll be definitely doing a session.
Definitely, sir. Thank you very much. Brother Sajjan, you wanted to say something? You just unmuted. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, good evening. My name is Sajjan George. My company is Learn Lifelong. I'm based out of Bangalore, and I am into training, coaching, mentoring, and counseling services. Sales is again a tough area for me as well. I would like to ask Mr. Suresh, a question is like being a business starter, entrepreneur, like now starting as a solopreneur, for example, and then you are not very good at it with sales. So how do we handle that? And then as we grow, and okay, you can start with having a sales team, and then so which one is the right way? I mean, if we are not good with sales as an entrepreneur, is it a better idea to go ahead with a sales person or a sales team and then go that direction, or should we learn it by ourselves and first do it?
So not only sales, as far as I'm concerned, entrepreneurs should know everything but should not do everything. So if you are actually, if you don't know sales and you're hiring a salesperson, whatever he says will be the sales pitch of a company. Because when he leaves, the sales falls flat. So, and it is a very essential part because we have decided that you are going to do a business, right? So the only revenue only way you are going to bring money is to sell your goods and services to the people. So if you are not learning how to do it, there is no way you are going to make or bring revenue to the company. So if there is the stakeholder is not taking the responsibility of bringing revenue to the company, nobody else will. That's the whole point actually. And as I told rightly, nobody knows sales. So sales is a very trial and error thing. And learning is, we can approach learning in two different ways. One is a linear way of learning. Suppose if you're learning music, maths, chess, these are very linear way of learning. It has a very systematic way of going progressively from one point to another point. But when it comes to marketing, sales, business, there is no linear way of learning. You do things, you explore, you experiment, and then you get some kind of knowledge, and then you move forward. So that is the only way you can learn some. This is called non-linear, actually, non-linear way of doing things. And when you are non-linearly learning things, your resilience and your courage matters most. So to ask yourself, why am I not taking up sales seriously? It's basically a mindset issue. So, for example, if you are failing in math, if you are failing in music, if you are failing in chess, it is a skill set issue because the path of learning is very linear. But in non-linear way of learning, if you are failing, it is majorly a mindset issue. It's not a skill set issue. So there is no linear way of learning because. So you ask yourself, what is the mind block that I'm having to approach this? Is it that I'm afraid of rejections? If that is the case, is Sajjan and the business of Sajjan or same entity or two different entities? So as far as I'm concerned, you are actually equating yourself with your business. No, it is not. You and your business are two different entities. So they are saying no to your business, not to Sajjan. So don't take it personally. So the rejection, the fear of rejection comes from taking things personally. And two, there's the only way you can go and learn how to pitch a person. So pitch A is done, rejected. So okay, this is not going to work. Pitch B, rejected. So no, this is not going to work. Pitch C, rejected. D, rejected. C, rejected. F, works out. Okay, this is working. I'm going to repeat F. This is how you can learn sales. So the more rejection you are getting, the more quicker you are learning things. So if you are actually avoiding rejections and feeling that no, I'm not able to take no because that hurts my ego or some kind of resistance in your head, then that is going to be a problem. You have to explore yourself, learn sales, master it, then create a process and give it to the people. You cannot delegate and should not delegate things because you can't do it. You can only delegate things so that you can do it in a wide scale. So if you are selling for 10 people, you cannot sell more than 100 people. So you're hiring 10 salespeople to sell it for 1,000 people. You are not hiring 10 salespeople because you are not able to sell it. This should be the mindset.
Okay.
Never delegate things that you don't know or you can't do it. Delegate because you want to do it for a larger amount of people. So that's a basic rule of delegation.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for explaining that. Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sajjan, for asking that question and Suresh for telling that. Thank you. Punika, would you like to share something, ask any question or share anything? Okay. So let's move on. Jabakumar sir, any insights on sales? I know you're a HR consultant and HR expert, but any idea on sales because you know the sales mindset, people and all that. So
Yeah. My toughest job in the profession has been retaining salespeople, good salespeople, trying to incentivize them or motivate them whatever way. But it has been somewhere working. Most of the times it has not worked.
Absolutely,
So,
sir. I mean, I second you, sir. I have myself struggled. As I said, I am also
and this is
extremely
one
vulnerable.
profession which the salaries have made me envy them actually.
Absolutely, yeah. And they deserve it also, the kind of stress that
Yeah.
they go through, the hard work that they put in, they deserve it also.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. Yeah, so let's move on. Thank you all for sharing. Please invite your friends. And if you are inspired, you would like to share something with all of us on any topic, please let me know. You can take up one of these sessions and it's all discussions. So you will basically cover a few points and then rest of us will share our ideas and points. It's all about a discussion that happens. And we have other support systems. These are books that I strongly recommend for entrepreneurs who are trying to start and scale up their business. If you want any specific book for a specific topic, I would strongly recommend talk to Suresh sir. He reads every moment. Okay, so he reads 100 books or something per year. So please talk to him. He's a coach, a consultant, and mentor. So he can help in specific books. And please share your questions in the group, also WhatsApp group. Maybe we can even have that as one of the sessions. Thank you very much for attending. Yeah, Kunika, you're
Hi,
unmuted.
Thomas. Sorry
Yeah,
for
hi.
pitching in last minute, and thank you so much for acknowledging me out here. So I joined this session basically because the main challenge I face is that I need a techno-commercial team for my sales. So someone who has good technical knowledge and is able to sell is a big challenge which we face at our workplace. So yeah, I was hoping to find a solution to that.
Absolutely. I hope whatever Suresh sir has said and whatever were there on the slides have helped a little. And if you want specific advice, of course, Mr. Suresh is a consultant and he helps organizations with this specific task also. So maybe you can even have a one-to-one with him and talk to him. He's in the group.
Okay, that would be great. I'll probably get in touch with him. Thanks so much.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Good night and have a great week ahead. Looking forward to meet in the next meeting. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.